Well, I started my recording a little bit late. Something happened when I loaded in. It was a little small little thing, nothing big. Apparently someone's being paranoid and everything else, but all good. I do need to go into my apartment to AFK for a brief second, so I just wanted to turn the recording on just in case something else happened when I checked telegrams. Alright. It also gives her a chance to change into her corset. Of course, I think we're going to be going immediately to work, so maybe not change into her corset. I don't know. Anyways, be right back. Okay. Yeah, we'll stick with this. We definitely need to put this key away on our horse. And then I guess we'll go to Pronghorn? Brave Pronghorn by herself. I need to stop being scared of predators, so... Oh, let's send a telegram to Connor. Maybe, get Patty shod. I keep saying Connor. Conrad. I'm saying because Patty was acting up last night, I'm claiming that it's because he threw a shoe. Dusty's learning how to take care of horses. After this, she's gonna learn how to better take care of her horse. Ask some questions, that sort of thing. The thing is, we probably should have kept whiskey. Because if we're RPing that, we probably shouldn't be riding around on the horse. Because then he's gonna get lame from being uneven like that. And not very good hoof care. And the horses that Dusty is interested in getting are pretty expensive. Let's look at the horses again, see maybe we can take a hit and immediately get that back through farming. First, we don't have money. Like $69. We could technically get a cheap horse. Wish there was a way you can rent horses. Just like the cheap ones. Kind of like you do wagons. Only have them for a short amount of time. Especially if you're RPing like this, where your horse is getting hurt or something. First, you know, usually people have a lot of horses. So if one gets hurt, then... I think the horses we were looking at, let me look. I think I narrowed it down a bit more. Let's see, the gray Overo, which is 380, is that one. Black Snowflake is... I definitely 100% want the Black Snowflake one. That one's 950. That is all of our money. Missouri Foxtrotter. So 100% want this one. That would be 2. Missouri Foxtrotter. This one at 840. That's, again, that's like all of our money. He's pretty though. I've always liked this horse. We might get this one as well. I don't know. Mustang, Red Dun Overo. He's cute. And then the Black Overo. I also like. I've always liked this one too. And then the Norfolk Roadster. Piebald Roan. Okay, so let's narrow down Red Dun. We're not going to want that one. We need 3. I'm for sure getting this one. I've always liked the Silver Dapple Missouri, so we'll do that one too. So now I have to choose between the Gray Overo American Paints, the Black Overo Mustang, or the Piebald Roan. This guy. I would have 2 blue/gray ones if I did the Silver Dapple and then the Black Snowflake. So maybe we should choose this one. We have 2 black and white horses into gray/blue and white horses. And $500 is the cheapest one, which is half of our money. But I guess half of our money is better than none of our money. Maybe it'd be safe for us to travel with Patty at least to Blackwater and then get ourselves a new horse. We're gonna take it slow, buddy. Nice and easy. We're gonna get 300 from the wheats, hopefully soon. And then we'll make our money back with ranch work. If there were like food ones we can do, I guess we should check Strawberry. We'll check Blackwater, see if there's any food ones we can do on the job board. Just to change it up a little bit. We're gonna take the walking path instead of across because we don't want to hurt him further on rocks or something. Alright, we'll just keep walking this way. I'll get you looked over once we get a hold of Conrad, okay? I'm sure you'd enjoy a little bit of a break anyways. Guess if I'm gonna be riding around on a horse more often, I probably should learn how to take care of you better, huh? Just wait.
Very loud.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You're talking very loudly in there. Could you please lower your voice?
Hey, you! Put that clipboard down. You listening in on our conversation, mister?
I mean,
Of course, it's dark, so it's gonna be a pain. Well, actually, no, it's not gonna be a pain in the ass because I know what I'm gonna do as far as. Oh shit. We'll worry about that once we get another horse. Hopefully, no one's hitting the bank. Okay, good.
or you can go back.
A lot of shit's happening, but we just need the 500 because we got enough for the saddle and stuff customization. Alright, let's buy ourselves our Black Overo. I'm gonna have to think of a name for him. Patty was not a name that we chose. That was the name of the horse. You want a mare or you want a stallion? Patty's a stallion. Probably a gelding, honestly. Hmm. We can call this one whiskey. Of course, whiskey is not black. Hmm. What could I call?
Wow, I like your green.
Thank you. I'm trying to come up with a name for a horse.
Call it Sunny Jim.
Thank you for the suggestion.
My horse's name is Fromage.
I see. That's a good name.
You can call it pepperoni.
It's a black and white horse, a Mustang.
I don't know.
Well, I appreciate your input nonetheless.
Oh, thanks. We'll have fun.
Thank you. We can call him Guinness. Make him Patty Guinness. There's even though the Irish even though she's not with the Irish, she keeps coming up with Irish names. They're just gonna have to think of it because the other horse is black as well. We can call the other one whiskey, that's fine. We'll just call the one that's solid black whiskey, even though whiskey isn't really that dark. I mean, some of them can be. Just didn't feel like a whiskey to me. We'll just call him Guinness. Where's the black and white mane? There's that one. Isn't there another one? 25. That's the brown and white one. There was another one. There's that one. think I like 25 better. Oh, there's this one. I think I like this one's my favorite, I think. Okay. You're doing the same one that Patty has because I like keeping the same saddle on each horse. Alright, let's get the stuff off Patty. Why did that sound like Haxie, by the way? Kind of like it sounded kind of like Haxie trying to do a Morty. Okay, let's go make that 500 back. We'll go over to Emerald. I feel more comfortable there. I don't want the potential of getting hurt from predators because I'm bad at shooting things. I know I shouldn't be scared, but I am. I am scared. I am a chicken. I'm a chicken. Let's check our telegrams since we were. We also need a horse brush.
Honestly, I don't remember. I don't think I was. What's that about yesterday?
Yeah, what the hell happened to your head?
Brain surgery.
The fuck? Oh, well, one second. Hey, miss. You sell
Yes.
alcohol, right?
Well, I intend to. I'm still working on the whole wagon
Shit.
and importing things.
So, you don't have any pirate rum?
Unfortunately, no. Sorry.
Fuck, okay.
I'm so
Damn it.
sorry.
Nah, it's alright. If you know anyone that does, tell them to contact me.
I'll ask around and see if anyone has any.
Sure.
All right.
What's your name? I saw you driving that real fancy wagon.
Del Fowler.
Del?
Pirate rum.
Oh, I guess I'm ready to walk down. Oh,
Horsebrush? I mean, she'll smoke every now and then, but she don't need a pack of cigarettes. If someone wants to give her a pack, or not a pack, but at least a smoke, then yeah. There you go. Yeah. I was thinking maybe Tommy, but she would know who Tommy is, so she can ask him herself. So let's go make that $500 back, and then some more. Which, again, unless RP happens, apologies for the boring work we're about to embark on. We'll go this way. I like going this way. But I always lose. I think it's this one. Of course, we're not technically going to roads, we're going to Emerald. But still. I've always liked this horse, and now I have it. Instead of admiring everyone else's. This is the person that I will be putting my favorite horses on. That's what's happening here. I realize his tail's slightly gray, but that's fine. It could be gray tipped. Pirate room's an option though. I know we're sometimes looking for that. Though I know Bundy does rum. I think. I'm pretty sure they do. But I think that's really the only person that does it. So, it may be potential business venture. Get what we need to make rum. Which is technically illegal to make here. But we can say it's imported straight from Gorma. Fingers crossed there's actually jobs to do here. I didn't check the fucking job board. That's fine, we'll go around and check job boards if there's no jobs to do here. If not that, I guess we'll go get ourselves a varmint rifle and try the bird thing. See if we can get better at shooting birds. Maybe rent ourselves a wagon and just shoot anything. Make some money. Because I want to go fishing again on another character. I wonder, can you buy one of those wagons? Now I'm curious. We're about to go to a wagon depot. I kind of want to see if there's a specialty wagon that looks like that. I don't think there is, but worth a shot. We'll check the job board first and then check the wagon depot. That deer is glitched, but looks like a baby doe waiting for mama. The way it's laying down like that. 160, 120, 160 the McLeans. Don't mind if I yes. Alright, let's try, let's look at the... Wagon Depot. Curiosity. Baking wagon, dairy wagon, doctor wagon, circus wagons, armored wagon. A baking wagon would be interesting to have. It's like our traveling cart. Because it is also 5 cargo spaces. It's a little bit extra, but... There's only 2 colors. That is... We might actually talk to him about that. That's actually a good idea. Because if we're doing a traveling thing, it should look a little bit more obvious than... a regular wagon. Can I not put it here? I can't put any of these here? Damn.
Howdy, howdy.
Oh, hello? Hello?
I was just passing through, checking in on things while I was sharing spawn.
Oh, I see. I just rode on in myself.
Nice. Oh, wait, is that a Mustang?
It is. I actually just bought him because my other horse unfortunately came up lame, so I'm giving him some rest.
Oh, wow.
I like the coloring. What did you name them?
His name's Guinness.
Like the Irish Stout?
Uh-huh.
All right. Oh, now I want a Guinness.
Well, I am intending to do a Dusty's Boozy Delights traveling business where I'm importing Canadian whiskey and stuff. Maybe I should import some Irish things as well.
Oh my God, that'll be nice.
3 riders, 4 riders coming up over the hill real fast.
All right. Sorry, ma'am. We might have to do that a little look-see. I lost them.
Yeah, they were gone near immediately.
Might have been those 4 fellas in all black that were walking.
Sorry,
over the
ma'am.
conversation.
It's alright. Good luck.
Take
Stay
care.
safe.
Yep.
We'll just see if we can catch up a little bit.
Alright. let's check our telegrams again. And then we can go over to McLean's. Oh, we're gonna make note of what we wanted to make note of. Nope. Alright. Time to make some money. We get 160 with this job. And then we'll grab some more and make that 500 back. See how much more we can make before I have to leave. But we are going to do the smart thing of putting the money away every time. I'm gonna put this away too because we don't want it around. I can take my Schofield, that's fine. Keeper. I need to be a little bit more just like, how's it going? You know, how's it going, Dollface? That is a quirk of hers, and I'm always off in the La La Lands when someone approaches me. So I'm just like, hello? Oh, someone else is here. Beep. Milk. Chickens. That Harley. That is Harley. I wonder when the maple leaf became the symbol for Canada. I should probably look that up. She has a maple leaf on her belt. But it's just like a random thought that it just had. 19th century, official recognition increasing over time. First appeared on the coat of arms in Ontario and Quebec. Quebec? In 1868. Okay. We good. He's actually getting out of the rain. Interesting. Grab my coat, it looks like the rain's slitting up. Okay. 7 more? 7 more. Six more. I'm assuming he needs to milk cows too. Or he's AFK, one of the two. Halfway done. Which is hilarious. If he ever comes up and introduces himself as Harley, and to be like, that's funny. My last name's Harley. Yeah, I think he's waiting because I just saw him use his animation, so he's literally just waiting for me to finish. Oh goodness, 3 more. The problem with this type of work is I sit there and like zone out and nod off and get all silent. Like I fall asleep trying to walk my character back and forth. Okay, this is the last one, and then he can go do milk the cows. I have 4 chickens, so this should go by fast, hopefully. Yep, he needed to milk cows. Bundy Ltd. Ask for any paid work. Interesting. Alright, we need to go to Rhodes to turn this money in and get ourselves a stew. It's 200 of the 500. I just need 300 more.
Not too bad a day for a friend.
We'll check to see if we got any telegrams answered. If I can get the 300 from the wheat, that would be great. And then I'd be 500, and then everything else on top of that would be golden. Especially if I'm gonna get that baking one for traveling, then... That's 7,000, so 6,200 and something. No telegrams. Almost. Alright. 2. And alcohol, because Dusty. Which we might as well go through the main thoroughfare. That's a good looking saddle. I like that saddle combo. Here we go. All right. Back to it, since we don't have any responses. We're going to stay on the road until the railroad track instead of trying to cut through that forest there because it always trips me up. And then we're going to take the railroad track. I'm starting to get used to where things are. Kind of. I'm, trying that is. Still have to mark the map just in case I get lost, but... I think that was bounty hunters. At least I recognized one of them being potentially a bounty hunter. Okay, 120, 120, 130. McLean again for 130? Sure. And manure. Didn't really have to look this time. I'm relatively in the right area. I'm sure I'm scrolling around a lot, trying to find it. Or am I past it? Did I pass it? Oh yeah. I cut too early? Interesting. I wonder if you can dig up anything in those. From Grave Robin. Looks like Harley's gun. Sure, why not? Stay there. Well, Harley, if someone's gone, I'm not gonna walk the entire time. Sorry. I can't. I'm falling asleep. One more job after this, and then I will be I will have made my money back. I just need like 70 more, which we could pick up that $74 job with crops, but we're hoping to make more money besides making back what we lost. We're gonna need to get something better than that one, unless that's the only one that's available once we get back. I think from here we probably should go to Saint Denis to put our money away instead of Rhodes. I think it may be a little bit shorter time. Oh, we're done. Alright. To the manure! I'm gonna definitely take like a nap if this breaks instead of being stubborn about it next time. I did not realize taking a nap would actually fix it until someone mentioned that, so I probably should have tried. But yeah, I was being stubborn. Oh, I was gonna look something up. So I can't remember what pirate rum takes. I know rum runners take annoying shit, but I think pirate rum is really just cane syrup and cane sugar? By pirate rum. Ten sugar cane, 5 cane syrup, water, and distill it for 5 pirate rum. But sugar cane we can get here, but cane syrup is what we would need. And I can't remember how much cane syrup stacks. I think it stacks maybe in 10. But we can get 80 cane syrup. I'll have to double check to see Holly's prices, but if we get 80 cane syrup, we can actually distill pirate rum for people. And then claim it was imported straight from Burma. Which actually might be helpful for us too if we ever find the rum runner jobs. We pay attention. But it's like $400. We'd have to get blackberries and oh, lemon too. We would have to get lemons. Oops. Wait, no, my math is wrong. I'm trying to make math. Okay, so it's 5 cane syrup for 5 bottles of pirate rum. There is potentially, because I think it stacks in 10s, there's potential for having 80 cane syrup to a crate. So that is 40. That's 40 bottles of pirate rum, right? No, wait. Why is my brain not working? No, you would have to divide 5 into 80. Which is 16. So 16 pirate rum for a crate. Right? That wouldn't be worth it. I'm trying to think of a price how much to sell pirate rum for. No, it wouldn't be 16. It can't be 16. Because you get 5... No. Because 5 cane syrup actually gives you 5 pirate rum. So it is 80 pirate rum.
That's what you call a prize-winning horse, is.
Right? My brain hurts. Or what did you do 80 times 5? Am I overcomplicating things? Okay, we're in 1,000 again.
Tito! Tito!
Hello.
A lot of people in the city today. Milk, milk. Beef. Wild one. Alligator. Alright. Nothing worth doing. I think we were at like 1,200? But technically we're still short? Wait, how did we get so short? 130, so we would only need 70 more. Were we at 1,200 before I took money out for Guinness? Here's where we were. Yeah, because the first one would be 150, this one was 130. That's 280. Everyone's saying, God, stop doing math if you're failing today. So we would need 220 more, actually. My brain mathed that so hard earlier. So badly. My math today is bad. I'm still boggled by the fact that I could have sworn, because I double-checked my numbers, it is 400 corn to 1,000 sugar. So the only thing I can think of is what Alistair said, that somehow 30 of it got dropped. Or was missed in some way. ahead and start crossing. And see what other kind of jobs we can find over here. And if it's a Hillhaven job, we'll go to roads and we'll check roads to see if there's any jobs on the job board. Just to break up the mundanity, however you say that word, mundane, you know, mundane. But I think you can say mundanity, that word. Repetitiveness. We'll just say that. I like going to Hillhaven and McLean both because the pain in the ear, and also I hated— oh, where's Harley's horse again? I hated getting robbed like that. And also it gets us to move around instead of just sticking to one location. Which looks like we're going to Hillhaven next. Which is this way, am I correct? Yep. We'll go ahead and mark it on the map since I'm a little iffy. So 150, was it 150 or 160? Now I'm second guessing that. Maybe, oh, it was 160 plus the 130 that we just got. So it'll be 290. So this one was 120. So that is 410. So we just need 90 more to make back. Going back and forth to banks and stuff gives us a little bit more time to see if things update on the farm board too. Alright, what are we doing here? Manure, chickens, hay, crops. How much manure? 10? It's not bad. We might as well do that first then. And the hay. Oh, yep. Okay, I'm taking a nap. Fuck that. Nope. I wonder if I can relog if that's enough. Let's see. Let's see if that worked. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. Be right back. One of my nails broke. Like just the tip. I have like stiletto nails. So I like banged my nail pretty hard while doing laundry and just the tip broke on one of my nails. So it's a little sharp. You would think stilettos would be the sharp ones, but after a while they dull down. So it's time to reshape them again. But a freshly broken nail is sharp. And I keep forgetting that I broke it. I filed it down a little bit. To hopefully blunts it a little bit, but it's still sharp. Now let's see if this works. I probably broke my horse because I think you logging out or whatever causes the horse to have that can jump on horse bug, but I'd much rather deal with that bug than this one. Let's see if we fixed it. Oh, thank God. Okay. So I have to quit out fully for it to work. Oh. I'm so used to it breaking and I went right back over there. I'm so eepy. I finished drawing I'm like drawing a collage of Dusty, and the center is just a full body of her. So I was working on that last night, and I did things like one more detail, and then I was like, I'm getting so close, I might as well finish it. And it was 6 a.m. by the time I went to bed. I need to stop doing that. No, I think what I'm gonna do surrounding that full body is a bunch of like busts of different facial expressions and stuff like that. Just get like a character. It's kind of like a character sheet to kind of get an idea of Dusty, Dusty. I would have made her more busty, her character model, but I always fear changing up too much of the body because of breaking like the clothes and stuff. Like the clothes won't fit properly. So someone take my horse? Where's my horse just gone? That's fine, we'll get him later. Didn't I hitch him up on the thing? Unless the person who rode by was just the one that stole him. That's fine, we have a donkey here if we need to go retrieve our horse. If someone gave like a detail or something to show that they robbed a horse, then I would, or if I straight up saw them do it, then I would roleplay it out. But if I don't see anyone do it and I don't see a detail, then I will just go to the stable and get my horse back. Or call it if I can. Which I've mentioned before in the past. These sort of things. If you want roleplay out of it, you need to indicate that you've done these things and not assume someone's gonna know what you've done. Add details and clues and stuff for investigation purposes. I'm pretty sure because I logged out and then quit, and it's probably the reason why my horse is actually gone. But we'll go over there and see. I'm pretty sure I hitched him up over there on that tree. So we just need crops and chickens after this one, right? And that's more money in the bank. And close to getting that money back. I heard a horse. Well, since this is where the last one is, I guess we're doing the chickens next. How many? 3? No. Not big yet. Once Luke starts delivering that moonshine, we'll definitely get some money rolling. Damn it. I hate when they like drop right on top of you like that. You can't get out of the way fast enough. Are you serious? It was a fox too. Sly little fox. Who'd they spook from this time? I don't see the fox anymore. I hate when that happens. You get like they spawn right on top of you and like shove you over and get scared. I hate it. But we're almost done. An animal's trying to get over here. Oh, I hear the fox. The fox at so we can keep it scared. Or is it over here? Is that the fox? Oh shit. Damn it! This is what I get for looking around for a fox. Yeah, the fox is down there. I think that's the fox on the road. It don't look like a fox though. But it sounds like that's where he is over there. There's a rider coming. That means they're gonna get scared. Yep. Immediately gonna get scared. Yep. They're really fucking scared. Oh god. Why? You have all sorts of problems for the last one I need. There we go. I normally don't have that many problems with the chickens. Alright, as we're going to the crops, let's check to see if anyone reins have been slashed or something. Or horses missing or whatever. Nope. Alright. Alright, there we go. Take this to the bank. Hopefully that wasn't a group of riders looking to rob the bank. That would suck. Then I'd have to go to Saint Denis, I guess. Nope, we good. Those are white hats, those are definitely the pronghorns. Unless someone else decided to get white hats. Okay, there we go. Oh, we forgot to check to see if there was anything on the job board. We'll do that first, and then go. Cattle, roads, cornbread for 150. Cornbreads should be pretty simple if I remember correctly. I'm looking. Oh, eggs. Buttermilk. Okay, not as simple as I thought. Yeah, that's a lot of work. That makes sense for 150. But that's not as we don't have the ingredients or anything else for that. So I mean we could get it technically. We can get the corn. So it's five cornbread per. So we need 2 corn, 2 buttermilk, but buttermilk is pasteurized milk and something. Oh, lemon. Okay, never mind. We don't have lemons. Never mind. All right. This is what I did the thing that I intended not to do, and I just realized that. I'm just like, yeah, let's cut across everything. Despite all this stuff in the way. Mustangs don't jump very high, do they? I'm trying to figure out how they slide. I could have sworn I've seen people slide without being in full gallop. That's not it. No.
What you doing?
Hello. How's it going?
Waiting for the job man to come by.
I see. Yeah.
He'll be here eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
You know how long it usually takes? I never seen it empty before.
Um, I know the people post up jobs at the town ones, every sun cycle, but I think the ones here at the farm take a bit longer.
Oh dear me. It's probably been about half an hour now, maybe 20 minutes, so I'm hoping it comes up soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
What's your name? I'm Coriolanus McClanahan, but they call me Lane.
Nice to meet you, Lane. I'm Dusty Harley.
Dusty Harley, pleasure to meet you. Well, what do you do out here these days?
Well, I am trying to get a wagon for my business venture, which is the reason why I'm up here volunteering to get some money.
What's your business venture?
I am going to be a traveling salesman for Boozy Delight, so imported alcohol, and I'm going to cook with alcohol as well and make some treats, savory and sweet.
Boozy Delights. Oh, that sounds delicious indeed. I love me a good glass of wine at the saloon at the end of the day.
A glass of wine, huh?
It's just a nice combination of tart and sweet on the tongue. It's a good way to get that smell of manure out your system.
Yeah, I get that. I'm more of a whiskey person myself, but I'm of the thing of whatever gets me drunk.
Oh yes, indeed. I also enjoy a good glass of whiskey for certain. They got some fancy stuff up in Rhodes down the road there. Wait, that put me on my ass. Excuse my language.
I intend to import in some Canadian whiskey and a few other things.
Canadian whiskey. Oh dear, I've never seen that before.
Really?
Is that must be real smooth, huh? They put maple syrup in there. Oh dear, excuse me. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, very good, very good.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Are you the job man?
I'm not the job guy, but I do have some posters for King of the Ring, which I do host.
King of the Ring. Oh, I saw that. Right at the Rhodes train station, some posters for that.
Really, it actually makes me so happy to hear you say that. There's one right behind your head too, or there was, but here's an updated one.
Oh,
At least
very
people
nice.
going around reading it. So thank you for that.
Well, where is the event though? I didn't see that on the poster.
Yeah, so those posters unfortunately had a misprint. These ones have the location. So it's
Very
going to be
nice.
at the Lions Den in Saint Denis, if you know what that is.
Oh, okay. Do you prefer people
Wonderful.
to get tickets in advance or walk-ins are good?
No, so we could do walk-ins. I recommend you get there early. The walk-in fee is $100 at the door. So it starts at 9. So I would recommend getting there, like, say, I don't know, 8:30, 8:45, something like that.
Oh, very nice, very nice. What a lucky encounter here. I was very curious about that, but
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to bother them the night of asking where it was.
Yeah, no, I unfortunately I've had a sickness I've been dealing with for about 2 weeks, and it kind of
Oh.
takes me out of commission for once in a while,
Oh,
or for a few
understandable.
hours. So yesterday it happened while I was in Valentine, right? And I was like, oh God, I feel sick. So I had to go lay my head down. And I woke up. So I'm just kind of getting these last bit of posters out there, even if we only have about an hour before we have to start getting ready.
If
Oh,
I
is
see
it happening
anybody,
today?
I'll be sure to let them know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
nice.
really appreciate that. Yeah, definitely point them our direction, fighters or spectators alike, or even if people have a business they want to sponsor, we do sponsorships. So
Oh, you don't say. You don't
that's right. That's
say.
right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's your
Yeah.
name now, buddy?
I'm Coriolanus McLanahan. They call me Lane. What's your name, friend?
I'll stick with Lane.
That's
My
what
name
I
is
did.
Frankie. My name is Frankie Colvanico.
Oh, Frankie. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
And how about you, miss? What's your name?
My name's Dusty Harley.
Oh, Dusty, how you doing?
Good, good.
I think I bumped into you. Oh my God,
What was that?
it was a gunshot.
Was it? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
It did. I heard a gunshot.
Hmm.
I think I heard it echoing in the distance. There's
Well,
been some fellas turkey hunting around here, though. I'm not too concerned.
I
Oh,
was I
that's
was about
fine.
to say if it was just the one, it's probably a hunter.
I think I bumped into you at the Saint Denis telegram station one time. At least I heard you talking to somebody. But
Oh,
I
okay.
never introduced myself. I'm Frankie.
Well, nice to meet you, Frankie.
Yeah, likewise, likewise. Are
I
any
def
of you? Sorry, go on.
I definitely would have joined in on this or at least spectating the King of the Ring, but it's unfortunately Fridays are kind of a hit and miss for me.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. I had a conversation with one of the fighters. They asked if I could do like an earlier time. For some people who unfortunately can't stay up that late.
Hmm.
So definitely keep your eyes peeled for something like that because it might come in the future if the time is a problem. But if the day, unfortunately, I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, earlier times I can definitely catch on Fridays. It's the later times that I'm quite busy.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I understand. Well, definitely keep an eye on the posters if you see them around because the times may or may not change. And hopefully, hopefully it works for people, uh, on your schedule as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And once I get my business venture up and running, maybe one time I can sponsor.
Oh, what's your business?
It's going to be Dusty's Boozy Delights. I'm going to be selling imported alcohol and I'm going to cook with alcohol too, sell sorts sweets and savory things.
Ah, yeah, that sounds good. There's a couple of people out there looking for something sweet. So,
Yeah,
if you, I tell everybody this, right? Of course, I'm in this for business, right? But
right.
I'm not here to try and screw people over. So get your business in order. Do what you got to do for your business. Get your money right before you start giving money to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And then so once you get your money right and you're willing to get your name out there, we could definitely talk. And I'd be more than happy to give you my telegram whenever you're interested.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. That I would love to sponsor people once I get everything. It's still in the brainstorming phase. I'm out here trying to get money for a wagon, so.
Oh,
But
hopefully you don't have too long to go. And if you do, Godspeed.
yeah, it's gonna take a bit, but I've got a few business partners that's helping me, so I think
It's good.
between the three of us, I think we'll get it up and running pretty quickly.
That's good. That's good. Well, best of luck to you.
Of course.
If there's anything you think you need some help with that I might be able to help out with, you just write to me and you let me know, and I'll see what we can do. Because
Okay.
not only am I, running a business, I also try and help support, other businesses as well. It's kind of a fun thing to just help somebody out and see them grow from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would like to do that myself. Once I get myself up and running, helping others start.
For sure.
So
Could I?
absolutely.
Oh, sorry. could I ask you both a favor slash question? Yeah,
Sure.
I'm very new out here. I'll admit you're probably the first folks I've had more than a 30-second conversation with. Would you be interested in exchanging telegram information?
Sure, why not?
Oh, very nice, very nice. You might catch me driving in trains very soon. I'm gonna be training to work on
Is
the
that right?
transit. Oh yeah,
Oh.
maybe you want to do some events on the train someday. You know.
Yeah, that'd be fun, actually, having a food train like that, food and drink train.
Oh yeah.
You know, somebody actually spitballed the idea to me that they want to see rings on rails or something like that.
Oh,
You
there
know,
you
like a
go.
fighting
Oh.
There
event
you
on a train
go.
stop, and the losers get off at the next stop. But something tells me that that's gonna go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I feel like...
So
Yeah, I feel like trying to fight on a moving train would go horribly wrong for everyone.
It could
yeah,
go
you would
horribly
be
right
right.
though.
It could be a real hit if it works, but I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where it's like I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat every time I host it, and I don't want to be that way, you know.
Maybe you can do it and it's kind of like a traveling ring, so they travel to one location, pause to get a fight in, kind of a scenic fighting
That would
sort of
be
thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
so. That's a great idea. If this I promise this isn't a boast, but we do sell out usually every event. Having
Ooh.
30, 31 people riding around the crossing all together, that would be a bit of an issue.
That
True.
could be you know
I
what
think
you
we
could
would
do?
have
Start in Annisburg and go around to Wallace or so. You know there ain't many folk along that way
Hmm.
there.
Yeah, maybe. We've definitely ran around with the idea of like dock brawls, like at the end of a pier.
Oh.
We've definitely what's the word? Staked out other rings and things like that. But King of the Ring has a really a deep rooted tradition that's gone on for like 2 years, I believe.
Oh wow.
In the crossing. Yeah, another guy used to run it. His name was Amadeo Moretti, God rest his soul. And it was only 2 years later did I and my business partner Valerie Caputo, start it back up again. And it was always hosted out of that Lions Den in Saint Denis. So we kind of try and stick to that. But
Right.
sometimes venturing out and changing the pace a little bit doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I understand keeping it there for tradition or anything else, but kind of throwing the special event occasionally to kind of change things
Right.
up and spark some interest and stuff would be nice to do.
For sure. Yeah, I'm right there with you. But unfortunately, I've got to run. I've got a couple of supplies to gather before the event, but in the chance that you can make it to Saint Denis tonight, the fights start at 9. I would get there early if I were you.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
for sure.
I saw
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I saw your telegrams on the flyer there, right?
Oh, very good.
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever need to reach out to me, that's my telegram. Whatever you need. If it's help with the business, if you're looking for sponsors, if you just want some advice, I'd be more than happy to give all of that and more.
All right, appreciate it. I'll definitely take that down then.
Of course, yeah. Well, best of luck to you, Stu. It was an absolute pleasure and an unpredicted encounter.
Those are always the fun ones. So.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you gotta love it, right? Especially good
Yeah.
people out here at Emerald. You hear people badmouth this place all the time. People get robbed left, right, and center. But
Yeah,
I've
you
only
do
had
get
good
robbed.
encounters here.
Yeah, I got robbed the other day, so it does happen. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
You know what you do? You tell them, hey, there's a few coppers on the other side of the barn investigating some animal poachers. When you see some suspicious fellas.
unfortunately, they admitted to the fact that they sat there and watched me for like an hour
Oh my.
before coming to get me. So.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Some smart fellers, huh?
My brother was actually here doing ranch hand work, and he got robbed here. And they said that they had sat there with a binocular for about an hour for him to finish up his job, just so they could come down and rob him.
I
lazy.
hate it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, those are the outlaws for you,
Yeah.
But Anywho's,
You be
let's not
safe
talk
out
too.
there.
Yeah, let's not talk too much about it because we might manifest it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, let's not do that.
So please just be safe. You know, look over yourselves, and you know, hopefully we meet each other again.
Yeah, hopefully so.
If you see me in Saint Denis, you know, wearing a suit or whatever, you can usually hear me because I'm pretty loud. Feel free to stop by and say hello. I'm a friendly guy.
All right, we'll do.
Pleasure,
All right. Well,
sir.
you stay care. It was a pleasure.
You
Likewise.
drive safe out there.
Always, always.
You wanted my telegram, though, right?
Oh, here, let me. Oh, dear.
Let me know when you're ready. Oh, all right. We'll take a telegram. Frankie. We're gonna get robbed. We probably summoned that.
Oh, excuse me.
It's all right.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'll be happy to get your telegram.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, yes. Here we go. I'm ready.
It is SX813.
SX813.
Yep.
All right. I'm ES965. Ever steady 965. Oh. Because we'll see if
Wonderful.
the job man's posted up anything yet.
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
Oh dear. Well,
Though,
patience is a virtue indeed.
yeah, maybe wait until the sun goes up. I'm kind of watching these two though, because they've been circling us.
Oh, have they? Oh dear me. We at least we got two folks here, two folks there. Hopefully they don't have more lurking in the shadows.
Hopefully not. They kept pausing and eyeing us and then riding off to the other side. Here they come again.
Oh, do they?
Okay. I mean, we might have manifested, like he said.
Right. You never know. Howdy. Oh dear. Hey, you want to grab a whiskey at the saloon while we wait?
Might as well.
little bit drier in there.
Let me get Guinness here out of the middle of the road.
Good idea. I think there's a hitch over by the store there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Have you tried that ice cream over there yet?
Oh, I have, yes.
Oh, it's mighty delicious.
Certainly is. Oh,
Oh dear, is there? You got space there?
I believe so. I think I can hitch over on the other side here.
Oh, there. Okay. Ah, nice and dry.
Yeah, much better in here.
Maybe if we leave that sign for a minute, the guy'll come out the shadows. He might be worried about us being there waiting to rob him. You never know.
You never know.
How long you been riding around these streets?
Well, it's I was around like a few months ago for a couple of weeks, and then I kind of left the crossing for a little bit. Uh, then came back. I've been back for half a week, maybe at this point.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so pretty getting your feet settled again, still, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And it's yeah, it almost I didn't really do a whole lot when I first came here. Just kind of explored around, made friends. Um, but this time around, I have a goal. So
That's good. You got a passion, a reason to live there. Everybody needs that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping I find my heart on the railroad there. It's I've always had a fascination for trains, so we'll see how it goes.
I was about to ask if it's always been your dream to be transit like that.
Oh yes, well, yeah, I grew up riding the rails cross country every day. Practically, my family, bless their heart, they were thespians, not perhaps not the best of attitudes. So constantly moving from theater to theater across state lines, running from somebody or something or other. you know. So we were always riding on the trains. It'd be nice to be the one running the train. I feel. I've always felt most comfortable when I was on them. So it's sort of like home.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What it what all like are I suppose you have to do some sort of application or some sort to.
Oh yeah, I applied. I had my interview down in Saint Denis. Um, a nice lady, Winters, I believe that was her name. Senior Officer Winters. I got hired right on the spot. They said it
Oh,
might be a few days, but then 5 minutes later, they're like, "No, you know what? You're hired." So I felt pretty lucky.
oh, so you're um already transit then, or do you have to do some sort
I'm
of training?
yeah, I have to do a bunch of training now. Learn about the trains. There's also wagon transport, and even boat ferries. I was very surprised to hear. So I have to learn all three of them before I can get officially certified to do one on my own.
You can specialize in one or the other.
Oh yes, once you get fully trained, you can choose to specialize in a particular area if you want. But they want to make sure you know everything before putting you out there.
I suppose that makes sense just in case, someone really needs a ferry of some sort or a wagon, then you're the only one there,
Right.
then
Exactly. There's it seems like there's very few transit people running around right now. So it's they were kind of fiending to get me on there, but I'm happy for that. there's one other person training right now. I met a security transit employee the other day. Trained with him, learned about some of the security services they offer, and
Mm.
actually we went on a wagon ride up to Annisburg and back to Valentine. Just took some police officers, you know, safely home. It was okay. I don't think wagons is gonna be where my heart lies, but it's still a peaceful ride.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know the transit had a security division.
Yeah, me neither. It's very um, a peculiarity of the job, indeed. They can offer security to anyone, I suppose.
Interesting. I mean, I understand. I mean, I guess it makes sense security for um, trains and everything else,
Right,
but
right.
I didn't know that they were offering security outside of that.
Oh yeah, they do apparently, precious goods transportation, precious people, they said sometimes they need to move a doctor from one town or another and they're getting hunted, so they have a security posse with them. Or
Interesting.
transporting prisoners down to the prison. That's what the boats get used for the most, apparently, or bringing them food and such to the prison there.
Hmm. I mean, it sounds like you're gonna have a rather interesting job once you get all trained up.
Right, right. A lot to do. A lot. Certainly, it doesn't seem like it'll ever get sickening, which is nice. I'm excited to see the diverse range of offerings. I suppose my training has been pretty uneventful so far, but I know there's a lot to come.
I see.
There's even you ever seen those railroads in the middle of Saint Denis? Up and down the streets.
Oh yeah.
They've even got trolley cars. I'm mighty interested in driving one of those.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I have not seen and of course, I'm not entirely sure what the schedule is for trains, but I've not really seen very many trains out. Or
Yeah,
I've never seen the trolley.
it's they don't do it often. It apparently kicks up a lot of dust.
Oh,
That fellow was mentioning 30 people hanging out might be too much, but if you got the trolley, 15 people might be too many. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
that makes
it's
sense.
that's why they don't really do it. But the person I was talking to mentioned there used to be someone who did it at 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I'm like, oh boy, I'm usually up at that hour. Perhaps I can bring some life back into the trolley system.
Yeah, it's, have some fun for those up and being a night owl.
Right, right, exactly. Maybe oh, hopefully not get robbed there, but
Yeah,
you
hopefully
know,
not.
maybe have some good adventures on the sleepy streets of Saint Denis.
Yeah, that's when I got robbed. It's later night, so
Oh
definitely have
dear.
to keep that in mind.
Were you were here at the ranch?
Yeah, I was being sometimes, the pitchfork breaks on you and
Mm.
I was already being accosted by the farmers. I don't know why the farmers here are
Oh
so aggressive.
dear. They are very aggressive.
So I had to deal with that. They started punching, so I had to defend myself. So,
Oh my.
these people saw me do this, and then the pitchfork kept breaking on me, which, I know if I, took a little bit of a break and relaxed and closed my eyes for a bit,
Right,
I know I
right.
could calm down enough not to break a pitchfork again, but I was being stubborn.
I have been there. Sometimes you gotta pick up 40 scoops and it turns into 80 with all the new pitchforks you gotta get.
Uh-huh. So they were sitting there watching me deal with all this. And as soon as I rode out, I was just ready not to take a break and check my telegrams at the station over there before I go back and finish my work and finally go to bed because it was rather
Mm.
late. And that's when they decided to surround me, just as I rode out of the farm. And then they admitted to the fact that they were watching me this entire time. It's like, great.
they, they couldn't have helped you none, huh?
No,
Oh boy.
they were helping themselves, and of course they posed it in a fun little game, a challenge that if I lose, then I lose the money.
Oh dear. What they have you do?
Lasso tag.
Lasso tag. I can't even comprehend that collection of so like the childhood game of tag, right? What do
Hmm.
you trying to hog tie each other or something?
Not hog tie. You're supposed to. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to lasso the other person and take them. Not really trip them up. Basically, you don't have to tie them up or anything else, but
Mm-hmm.
lasso them and then release them.
So what they get you 6 against 1 or something?
No, that surprisingly, because I was afraid because it was three. There was
Uh-huh.
three people there. I was afraid I'd have to go against three people, but they just let me choose one of them, and I decided it'd be kind of hilarious if I actually won against the leader. So I chose the leader, and I did actually make him sweat. Because it was supposed to be 3 out of 5, best 3 out of 5, and we were tied 2 for 2. And he
Oh.
was so nervous that he ran and hid behind his people, and I yelled at him, I was like, "That's not fair. Come back here and face me."
You called their bluff almost, huh?
Uh-huh, but sadly my last lasso went over his head and he got me, so
Ah, like one of them deers that does a little bob and weave under that, huh?
mhm.
Oh
So
dear.
yeah, I lost half my money to them. Well, actually, they took 250 from me, but the other two that weren't the leader decided to give me 100 back as a consolation prize, which the leader kind of grumbled at, but you know,
They felt bad for taking all your hard work a little bit, huh?
yeah,
Not
yeah,
fully, but just a
or
little bit.
or at least congratulating me on making the leader sweat a bit.
Well, no matter how much love there is between them, I'm sure there's always some feelings of unrest between criminals. That's
Uh-huh.
how much could you truly trust someone that that you go and do stuff like that? I've always wondered.
Yeah, yeah. And you have to. It's a lot of trust, I imagine. Uh,
Right, certainly.
you're doing all these nefarious things and getting yourself into trouble and potentially, in some rather dangerous situations, you'd have to trust them a bit.
Right. You're making a business out of distrust, but all the while trust is required. It's a very
Mhm.
interesting dynamic.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I would have been okay if they had just taken my Schofield.
Oh,
I know.
they took your gun too?
No, they didn't take my
Oh,
gun, but
okay,
I would have
okay.
been happier if they did. I know I can't remember how much a Schofield is. It's probably around the same 200 something. I can't remember.
I see. But yeah,
But
you're saving up for them $20,000 card, I imagine, huh?
yeah, but it's more or less because I would have to replace my gun anyways. That's money out of my pocket. But it's the whole newness versus not. I've had the Schofield for months. So if it was taken, I would
Right.
be less sore about it. Whereas they literally sat there and watched me work hard for that money and then immediately take it from me.
Oh man, and it was manure. I imagine you probably had to feed some chickens too, or something
Hmm.
out there. Oh boy, those chickens, those excuse me, those stupid chickens. Oh dear, yeah, that's truly the scum of the earth right there. But what you gonna do? They're all out there trying to have a good time, I guess.
I suppose they just wanted to play lasso tag, I guess. I mean, I can applaud them for creativity. At least it wasn't a pull guns out, give me all your money, and then right away. At least they were a bit creative with it, but still.
Right. They could have just came up and given you zero chances there, but
Hmm.
I guess you had some sort of shot out. I feel like from the leader running behind his group. He was about to tell him to just rob you anyway.
Yeah, there was the gamble there that had I won that they would just kept the money regardless, but
right.
then I'd really be sore about that. But you know, I didn't feel like I had a choice. It was in a very friendly, we have a proposition for you. Get on the back of this person's horse in a very friendly way, but I felt like if I had said no, then, you know.
Yeah, the implication was there.
Mhm.
Them
Same thing with
scoundrels.
same thing with the game. They were sitting there talking about the game and asking if I wanted to play, but I felt like if I had said no to it, then
Yeah. Oh boy. Wait, where are you thinking of starting out for your business? You have a home base around here?
well, I mean, my intention is to travel around, but as far as, you know, obviously I would need a kitchen and stuff. I think I'll stick to Strawberry. It's a nice, cozy little place, little mountain town.
Oh, Strawberry, you don't say, you don't say.
Mhm.
I haven't spent very much time out there. I hear it's very lovely. I think I saw a little garden when I passed through there.
Yeah, it's a very lovely little place. I mean, it doesn't have all your amenities, but it's not that far from Blackwater to go to the bank or something.
Yeah, that's what stood out to me was there's no bank in that town there.
Hmm.
So you gotta be well, you know, if you ever need a security transport to go put your money in the bank, you let me know.
Absolutely. Well, it's sunny out. It's not
Oh,
raining, so
yeah.
maybe,
Shall we
hopefully,
go?
yeah, hopefully they've finally put some jobs up.
Let's see, shall we? Well, that horse is stunning, if I must say. Oh my.
Thank you. I just got him today, which was a hit in my wagon funds, but unfortunately my other horse came up lame, so I'm waiting for a farrier
Oh
to help
dear.
him out.
Oh yeah, you got a beautiful catch right there. Did you catch him or you got him at the stable?
I bought him from the stable. I admit I'm not much of a horse person. I just realized that I should have taken care of my horse a little bit better, so that's the
Oh
reason why he
dear.
came up lame. So I'm learning, but
Yeah, I don't know a single thing about taking care of my horse.
well, apparently you need to get their hooves checked up and reshod.
Really? Oh
Oh,
dear.
look at
Anything?
that. All sorts of work.
Oh, very good, very good. I'll let you get first choice there.
Well, I like to go off to McLean's in Hillhaven, to be truthfully honest. I know it's for less money, but at least you have less potential to get robbed.
That's very fair. I do enjoy going over to McLean's. It's very small. Hillhaven, if you get manure over there, oh boy.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
you're running for an hour.
Well,
Uh,
unfortunately, I took the McLean one,
oh well.
so
It was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope to see you soon. Good luck with your business venture.
yeah, of course. You have my telegram if you ever need to get in contact with me.
You as well. You have a lovely night, and stay safe out there.
Yeah, you
Uh,
too.
uh, be careful of those fellas. I don't see them at the moment.
Yeah, I think they may have gotten bored of scouting us, so
Yeah, let's hope so. You have a great night, Dusty. Pleasure to meet you.
likewise. See you around late. Alright, I'm gonna go over to McLean's and then I need to head out. Or at least pause for a moment. That was an unexpected little connection between two people. Now we got ourselves a little transit connection, which, you know, doing things like the food and drink kind of trains like that would be great. I think they have storage. I think they have storage in their trains so you can kind of store things. I don't know if they can get to it though when things are going is the problem. Did I do it again? I cut across when I shouldn't have. I'm trying to do this without actually looking at my map. Okay, there's the rock. There we go. All right. Okay, we're gonna go in here and okay for a second. Okay, you're back. Okay. Let's do this, and then I think I've got like enough time to do this set of chores, maybe another set of chores, and then I've got to go. Okie dokie. What all do we gotta do? Chickens, sheep, cows. Let's do the cows. Oh shit. I am so sorry, baby. I got caught up in RP. You should have yelled at me some more. I got to give GT her, or not, ugh, Ripley her treats. Yes, baby. Yes, Rippers. Give me your treatums. No. All right. By the way, being on a character and pretending I don't know anything about horses hurts my soul, but I figured it'd be fun to do that and just slowly learn. I think this is the last one. Then we can go off and do the other thingies. Time to shear sheep. I'm glad we got some RP in between doing all this, by the way. That makes me feel a little bit better posting this up as a recording. That should be the last one. Alright, time to do the chickens. Not bad for $134. It's baking. I'm watching it. Uh, okay, that's better. Every single time that rooster keeps spawning next to me and getting scared before I can move away. There we go. Can we just get the one? Oh no, we got two. I don't remember actually being Saint Denis and talking to someone like Frankie said. Maybe I did, like a while ago. I think I was actually, yeah, I mean, I was in Saint Denis often with the Irish. So maybe that's when he, that's when, what he remembered. It was a while ago. I'm trying to avoid, getting connections in the east, given that I've got two characters there. I mean, one's benched and the other one's kind of mostly benched. But still. But I like doing chores here in Emerald, so you always run into that problem where you're gonna run into Eastern people. I don't know how I managed to avoid scaring any of those chickens. They're headed straight for me. There we go, 134, easy. On 2, Saint Denis. Oh shit. Maybe not Saint Denis then. On to roads then. I figured that was gonna happen since it's King of the Ring. Of course, it's been a while since the city has been that dusty. It's on the way now. Which, since, of course, I can just like go see if there's a chore we can grab so we can do it later. Actually no, because potential later might run into Luke at the very least and have RP that way. So maybe not grab a chore for later. We'll just do this and head out. Go to Strawberry and head out. Maybe celebratory outfit? I made some money, let's spend some of it. First we never mind, we spent a lot of money on a new horse today, so let's not do an outfit. We literally just made that money back. She's already spending a lot of money on alcohol. Any telegrams? I'm assuming not since we're in town. Alright, does that mean the bank's being robbed? Not seeing people. Okay, we're at 1,362. So we only made like $100 because we had to get all that money, but back from buying a new horse, but that's fine. It was a needed expense. Its Patty is getting lame. I need some help. We'll check to see what kind of jobs are here. Arnie Champion, best-selling author. People of strength, talent, and gumption for a perilous journey into the mountains north of Valentine. Apprehend and kill a Yeti. Aha. What's that Bundy thing again? Oh, that's what we're gonna do. Let me check to see where this price list is. Okay, they don't have cane syrup. They have lemons. Something we can ask them. Because I know Alistair was saying, you know, we can do this stuff ourselves, source it ourselves, but the whole way to fund our business and be out there in society and look like we're actual legitimate people, which we're trying to do front-wise, and make connections. Even if we make connections front-wise, we might run into people who are also doing front things. And just making connections like that and networking is going to be helpful. Okay, never mind. I'm hearing the bell. That means I need to go. So we're gonna instead crash here. Don't have time to go all the way to Strawberry. I don't like going to Strawberry at night anyways. Because I'm a wimp. Last thing I need is when I'm trying to go getting attacked by wolves. So we're gonna go ahead and stay at a hotel here, get drunk. That's what Dusty does, she gets drunk at the end of the night. Or at least, I guess this isn't technically the end of the night, but... Yeah, exactly. There you go. I want to get drunk as a skunk. Alright. And that's it for me. Until later. Bye-bye.